Hello everyone and welcome back. And this will be a general weekly reading for the sign of Taurus, the week of November 3rd. And at this time I would like to give a very special thank you to those who have been subscribing to my channel and helping it grow and getting it noticed, and for sharing it with others. And of course for all the thumbs up on all the videos that you've watched, as well as hitting the hype button as well. Thank you for that. And of course, all the lovely comments. It is so nice to read them and understand that they're helping others out there, helping you, guiding you, somebody you can talk to. So thank you for doing all of that for me. It truly is appreciated. Okay. All right, finally, the Eight of Swords. Setting yourself free, understanding what your own restrictions have been for a long time. Some of them you've placed on yourself. Some of them is leftovers from other people in your life that said, you know, negative things to you, and it just sort of stuck, unfortunately. And it does to all of us. But you are learning to no longer allow that to be a restriction for yourself. You know, no longer playing the victim, stepping out of that mode, understanding that it's your time to shine, move forward, give yourself permission to let the past stay in the past and move into the future. So you're definitely changing something here for yourself. And the Emperor, yeah, taking charge. Knowing you're in charge of all of this movement going forward. And you're owning it. And you should, because it's in your power to do so. You're understanding what's been holding you back. You're now allowing yourself to set yourself free. You know you've done the right things for the right reasons. So give yourself permission to look at all that you've accomplished with pride. Because you're not done. You're just at the beginning stages of many things. But you've taken the leadership role in teaching others, you know, how to become more stable in their lives, how to move forward. You follow your own structure and rules, which allows you to become that father figure, male or female, the stronger feature, and teach others. So you're in control of this, and you're understanding that this was one of your next steps going forward for yourself. So you're helping others. Ooh, the Magician, though. There's something that you wanted to do for a long time now. And you just couldn't muster up the energy to do this. But you have now stepped through that threshold. You know, you've manifested this, you have the willpower and determination, and you have the all clear. So you're very skilled at something. You want to start something fresh. Now that could be, jobs, a new person in your life, moving. There are so many scenarios of something being started here. But you've already figured out what it is that you want to do. And with whom in your life. So you're definitely stepping into your power, understanding that things are about to change in a big way. And the Two of Swords, yeah, finally giving yourself permission to make a decision. You know, you've been sitting on that fence for a while for many of you, trying to figure out whether you should do this or not do this, and, you know, overanalyzing, overthinking, you know, what's it going to cost me? You know, is it a good move? But instead of finding out for real and then releasing it or embracing it, you just sat there thinking about it. So you're understanding that you need to come to peace with yourself and make a move. One way or the other. Either you're going to do it or you're not. But get off the fence. And the King of Rods, yeah, charging ahead, making a decision. Understanding that you are in the right place at the right time. You're taking the leadership role in this. And you can see the bigger picture. You know, You're understanding that things are about to change with or without you, better with you. So, if you're thinking of a career move, you're focused on it and will achieve it. If you're thinking of moving, again, whatever you're deciding to do this week, you're doing it with more zest in your life. You've overcome your challenges and your fears, and now you're beginning to start fresh again and be okay with it, because anything you choose to do, one way or the other, you will accomplish it. Oh yeah, Temptress. Definitely beginning, sticking your toes in the water, just seeing what's happening out there, but you're more comfortable about this decision for yourself. You finally found your own balance, and it's going to change a lot of things in your life. This is the beginning of this. You're finding the meaning that makes you feel accomplished and fulfilled. And that's a big one. And as you add more momentum to this, more comes out of it. So you're really in a very comfortable spot, and the universe has got your back here. There's no doubt about that one. It knows what you want in your heart. You just need to try it. See what happens. Nothing ventured, nothing gained. And you're finally giving yourself that permission to be okay with this decision, because you have been really fighting with yourself. And the Nine of Cups, these are the fruits of your labor. You're understanding that there's more on the table and will always continue to be so. But this is a lucky time for you. Something has changed within yourself as well with this wish come true. It allows you to fulfill your emotional dreams, emotional stability. And it's of the fruits of your own labor. Like, it hasn't been given to you, it's earned. So you can actually enjoy some of it without having guilt that you're, if you're spending money to buy something or take a trip or whatever it happens to be for some of you, it's okay, because you've earned this. You're not taking away from anybody or anything. This is yours and yours alone. So why not allow yourself to do something nice for yourself? And the Ten of Rods, finally laying down the burdens, knowing it's time for you to move in a new direction, a new path for yourself. Letting go of the burdens from others and yourself. You've been, feeling in some cases guilty about something and picking up extra, responsibilities along the way, but you're realizing that it's not your place to do that. You're finally understanding the only way some people will stand alone and stand on their own is if you quit helping. I know that's hard to do, but you're finally getting the message for yourself that you need to move away from all this stress, worry, hard work, because it's taken a toll on you. And you're the only one who needs to admit it to yourself. With extra responsibilities comes extra burdens. And you're tired of them now. And you've earned this freedom to move in a decision and an area of where you always wanted to go for a long time. So you're putting down the burdens. You're letting people take responsibility for their own actions, what they do. You're no longer, feeling the responsibility that you have to pick up the pieces behind them to make their life run more smoother, because it's ruffling yours. So you're learning to take in the good air, let out the bad, and see what comes out of it. You are moving on to a much more fulfilled, calmer part of your life now. Letting go of the burdens, the extra work, and enjoying your freedom. And the Three of Rods, looking for travel here for many of you. Overseas, maybe you wanted to see some places that you have always wanted to travel to, but never really did it. Now you're not only looking into it, you're buying the ticket, You're forging ahead, you're looking out overseas. You know, maybe you live on an island, so you're looking out onto, you know, the mainland or another island for some excitement in your life again. So you're definitely making progress in different areas of your life. If this is a job, you know, you're picking up the pieces and looking into getting bigger, growing more, taking a job somewhere else, because you can see that you're comfortable where you're, you know, right now where you're at, and things are happening, but not on the scale that you desire. So you're looking out to see what's on offer for you. You know, talking to some people you haven't talked to in a long time, taking trips, just opening up, because it's either you're going to do it or you're not sort of attitude. And the King of Swords, yeah, definitely cutting through all the red tape, all the gossip, all of the judgments. You know, you're standing your ground, you're using your head over your heart. You're thinking very, very clearly, and you're telling yourself the truth. You're being really honest with what your expectations are moving forward. And once you get that clarity, it is going to allow you to make such huge strides. And you're starting to understand that more, because you're taking more strides for yourself than you have in a long time. So you're opening up to the universe saying, this is what I desire. And the Star card, yeah. Woof! You got some pretty powerful cards here this week. You know, about shifting and moving and changing where you're at. You have more faith. You have a renewed, you know, health about you. Good fortune here. Good omens here. And you're realizing it's time to try something totally different. And you're game for this. And once you start to put a little more effort into it, and it starts to, you know, flow very kindly towards you, it's going to help you to realize that you want more. And that's okay to want more. So you're just at the beginning stages of putting time and effort into your desire for your future. And the Ten of Pentacles. Nice. Legacy, fruits of your labor. This could be inheritance for some of us, but there's definitely wealth and security here. And you want to make sure that your family's long-term success continues. You know, and it doesn't necessarily have to be your children. This could be a brother, sister, sibling, parent, aunt, cousin, whatever. But you are making sure that those around you that care for you, you're helping them. So you're making sure that the good luck that you have just received in the finances and the security and letting go of things from the past of stress and worry, you're sharing that with others. You're not doing everything, but you're setting it up that it will continue to pay others. So maybe you're making an investment of some sort. You've come into some winnings or some inheritance, and you're taking that and taking a chance for your future and for your future's future. And the Five of Swords, yeah. Moving away from difficult people, places, things. You don't want that in your life anymore. And I can understand that. No more conflicts and disagreements and, you know, feeling like you have to defend yourself. People trying to win at all costs. You know, bullying and threatening and all those ugly, ugly traits people have. And no more abuse. No, you're not allowing anybody to come in and say, well, if you do that, this is what's going to happen, or this is what I'll do. Those kind of people in the relationships, you're done with them. You're moving away from it. You're not allowing that to even exist in your, you know, space anymore. So that's good. But you are definitely traveling here to a new way of your future. You're definitely making some trips here. You've got your finances are in order. You're finally allowing yourself to enjoy what you've earned. You know, you'll never spend it all because that's not who you are. But you are allowing you the little luxuries. Instead of dreaming and thinking about them, you're actually taking action on them. Okay. Okay. Delays are over. Sudden or unexpected good luck. A new car or travel. Now, isn't that perfect? And on that note, I will say goodbye for now. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel, and I will definitely talk to you again next week. Bye for now.